MEXC gives you 200x leverage, which can give you high PNLs when trading futures. However, in this video, I walk you through from A to Z how to trade futures on MEXC without losing money. How you can turn your $10 to $10,000 MEXC futures trading, and also a simple technical analysis on MEXC chart you can use to trade futures on any token or any coin. And if this interests you, all I want you to do is to like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell notification, and comment down below MEXC futures, right? If you don't have an account on MEXC, all you want to do is to use the first link which is going to be in the description section to also sign up on MEXC, and that way it will give you the first leverage for you to make the $10,000 fast from MEXC, which I'm going to show you in this particular video. However, once you've gotten your account set up and sign up, and if you don't know how to do that, I've made a detailed video how to sign up on MEXC step by step, which is going to lead for you to claim the $10,000 bonus, and going to be at the end screen of this video or in the description section. However, once your account is being set up, so you're going to look like this. So you're going to look like this, having this verify green check. That way, it's going to tell you that your account is verified. However, so when you're right here, you're going to see $35 I have already deposited. And if you don't know how to deposit, I've made a video how to deposit with P2P, which is person to person, using your local currency to also get USDT you can use to trade on MEXC. And all you want to do is to click on deposit, choose P2P, and then you go ahead and also follow the step. And I've already made the video which is going to be at the end screen of this particular video. But however, let's say you've already deposit, and if you watch right here, I can claim my 10,000 USDT bonus. And if I click on claim bonus right now first, it's gonna bring me to this interface. And now if you watch right here, basically you're gonna see that these are the tasks I will need to do, and don't worry, I'll break down these tasks right now. And at the end of this video, you will see that I'll be able to claim $10,000 USDT. And if you watch right here, I'm already traded over $3,000 in USDT. So if I as well get to trade over $10,000 in USDT, I will claim the money right here, which I'm going to show you right in this video. And to get that done, all you have to do, it doesn't matter how much you want to deposit. The thing is, you have to get to trade on futures and as well accumulate a trading volume of over $10,000 to get a bonus of $10,000 as a first timer on MEXC. And how do you tend to do that? Make sure you're using the referral code to sign up on MEXC and get that done. And like I said, I'll also show you a simple technical analysis to use to trade futures on MEXC. But then once you have your fiat on your overview, the first thing you want to do is to then move this fiat to futures for you to be able to trade futures. And how to do that? On to fiat, right? And then choose the transfer, right? And then you make sure you toggle it. I'm going to toggle it and then put exact amount on spot. Let me say I put $10, which is what I just said. I'm going to put $10, right? And then boom, click on don't show this again. So I'm going to then toggle this spot right here and then change this fiat to futures. And then I'm going to put all and transfer. Boom. So that way I'm now set to start trading futures. So this is what you want to do. You first of all send the fiat money to spot, and from spot you send to futures. Is that step by step way you can do it. So I'm going to then go to futures for me to trade right here. And if you look right now, you can see I have an available balance right here of 10 USDT. Now, before you start trading, you want to look for what pair to trade. Now, all you have to do is to come to right here and search for the pair. So you could have bands with a lot of pair or whatever pair you want to trade up from. And I'm talking about pairs. Now, it can be difficult for you to look for those coins or tokens that could do 1000x in PNL, 2000x in PNL, 500x in PNL, and a bunch of them. Now, I'm talking about that. If you want a dedicated video on that, how to look for crypto to trade that could do 1000x in PNL, all you want to do is to comment down below crypto to trade. Now, if I see a lot of crypto to trade, I'll go ahead and make that dedicated video based on your demand. Now, other than that, I'm going to just randomly search this token which I'm anticipating, XCN, and that's it. Click on it, and boom. Now when you're right here, now you have option for chart. Now you can see this stuff. This two candle is the chart, which I told you I will show you the simple technical analysis to use to trade up any token. I'm going to click on it. Boom. So you can see what we have right here line. This line you're seeing 15 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours, 1 day, 1 week and more. These are like time frame that each of these candlesticks are being formed. So don't get confused. Now, if you want to use technical analysis I want to show you, I've made a video, a dedicated tutorials or playlist on the technical analysis from that of what market structure is, an order block, liquidity, and then advanced market structure. So you can go ahead and watch this series of this video. So what I will show you right here will not be so confusing, will not be so new, will not be so complicated to you. However, no, when you're right here now, you want to see what this chart looks like right now. So the first thing you want to do right now, and the way I like analyzing the trade is I like making it look either on a landscape or whatever, right? Now let me use it on a portrait so you can still understand very well, right? But using it in a landscape, let me take off this, make everything clean. All right, so this is a moving average, so I'm going to remove it. So you can use any of these. They have the moving average, they have the Bollinger bar and all this stuff. So you don't really need all this stuff for now. For me, I only get things done. So I'm going to make this landscape so that I can get on hand with some tools that we use right now. So I'm going to make a landscape right here by clicking on this phone arrow. So right now I'm landscape. Now, first thing first, you want to look from 1 day, which you want to use is where the market is coming from. Now, if you watch, basically it went to bullish to 0.048, and what is happening is retracing back right here. So what you want to do is knowing where the market is coming from and where it's going to. So we can see this is giving us a bearish trend. So I'm going to get this. Here you're seeing this pencil icon, click on it. You have in hand with a lot of stuff. Now you can see this one right here, click on it, and then you see line segment, horizontal line, radial line, and stuff, right? Now if I choose this one, it gives me the 3 waves and it draws right there. I'm going to choose the 3 waves. So like I said, from here, which is where the market went, it came down to this zone, right? So we should say we're expecting a retest or a pull from this zone. So right now it has been on a downtrend, so we're going to as well tend to analyze the market in a bullish form, expecting the market to go bullish or thereafter. So how do we tend to do that? We'll now have to niche down to a very lower time frame like that of 4 hours, 1 hour, or 30 minutes. But preferable, you tend to make sure you use 4 hours to avoid unnecessary loss. I'm going to use 4 hour, boom, and that makes sense, right? Or use for 1 hour also, that also makes sense. But I'm going to use 4 hours first, right? All right. So right now you've seen it. So the strategy I want to show you is going to be a very simple model. I can use it alphabetically like an ABC model, whereby we look for a break of structure, another break of structure. We look for 2 break of structure. Then once price come to our second break of structure, which is our POI, we tend to trade up from or execute the trade. And how do I tend to do that? I'll first of all get my line segment, maybe change this to blue. Then I'll look for the lowest low from this zone, right? And where is my lowest low from this zone? Here is my lowest low. Here you're seeing this 0.01 is my lowest low. I'll tap on it and then I'll drag it to this edge. Boom. Make sure it's straight enough. Then the next one you want to look is a break of structure. Now what happened after that low? Immediately it came down from this low, like a liquidity sweep happened right here. Then it broke the structure, which is this. I'm gonna click on it and boom. Right, that makes sense. And now what happened? It tends to come down to this zone to form another low. And what we're going to do, we're going to mark it out, and then I'm going to say that will be our B that I told you. And what happened? It also broke another structure, which is this. Boom. Right? And once it broke the structure, what happened? It came down to this zone, right? Which is this you're seeing. And what happened? Now you're going to see that there is also something right here. There is also a red candle. You also want to look out for that. You can see there's a red candle right here. Now this red candle, we can call it an order block, right? So make sure you're paying close attention, because this strategy I'm showing you works like fire. I've been using it a couple of days, couple of weeks, months, year or two since I landed, and it's working. Right now, you can see this is an order block. So what you're going to be expecting is price should come to this exact order block, then you trade up from. However, if you watch closely, price has tapped into this zone. So you can say you can buy it from here. However, if you buy from here, there will also be a drawdown coming down this other block you're seeing right here. This will come down to this other block, then you trade up from. But if you don't want to be patient enough and you have enough asset, you could just trade up from this particular zone. Is that easy? And how do you tend to do that? All you want to do, you're going to make this your lower low, your stop loss, and you're going to enter from this zone. Is that easy? And how do you tend to do that? I'm going to show you. So, what is our stop loss? Our stop loss is 0.012359. That is SL. Then entering, we're going to enter a market order. Then your question is, where is my TP? Now, TP is, now, first of all, we're going to go back to 1 day. And let's know where we can take our TP. Now, taking your TP now, you want to look for another break of structure to be taken. Now, first thing first, when price came down, went up, did this stuff. So it took out this break of structure you're seeing right here. You want to see that what the price did? It came right here and it took out this break of structure you're seeing right here. Let me mark it out. It took out this break of structure right here. Right? And what happened? It retests back. Right? And what are you still expecting? Now it has taken out the next break of structure you should be expecting for you to take is the next one, which is this. And the second break of structure you're seeing is this, right? And the next one is this. Right? That's how it is. So that's like 3 TP, however. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Then what you have to do right now is to then say you can take your TP at 0.0293 as your last TP, or you take your first TP at 0.02273, right? That's your first TP, right? And maybe as price keep going up, you keep adjusting your TP. But for me, I like making my TP very vast. But if you don't want to make your TP very vast, you want to get in and get out, you make it at least as this first TP right here, which is this one, 0.024203. That's the first TP. And how do we want to trade this right now? Following our 4 hours time frame, we're supposed to wait for this trade to come to this zone, then we'll trade up from. But because of this tutorial, I'm going to just execute a trade. But normally, this will have a drawdown to this zone before going upward. But let me just execute this trade for you guys. All I want to do that, I'm going to then click on this place to make this a normal shape. So now in spot trade, the next thing I want to do is to then start entering the trade. So what we have to do to enter a trade, all you want to do, click on trades, click on open, right? And then you can use what leverage you want to use, right? So they give us to use 20x leverage, not bad. We want to make sure you use cross, right? Cross helps you to also keep your trade longer enough. Even if your money is not enough, it can still be running, but isolated, it can close at any point in time. Right? However, for limit, if you want to wait to the point of our order block, that is where you want to use limit, right? Then you enter where you want to trade up from. Let's say, let me come back to the chart. So let's say you want to enter from this zone, which is 0.013075. You can see it right here. You can go ahead and enter. But if you want to enter from market, then you want to leave it at market order, right? Then next thing first, we want to increase the amount of USDT. So there's something called count right here. I'm going to click on it and then order the quantity by cost of USDT. Then click on confirm, right? So this will now be reading based on the USDT we want to trade off from, right? It's that easy. Now I'm going to then increase this arrow. For 50%, I'll be trading with $4, right? And what will be my TP? My TP first, we said we're going to take at 0.024203. And what will be my stop loss? My stop loss is 0.012359, right? Now, once you do this accurately, then what will happen? If you want to see the accurate amount you want to earn, then you click on advance. Then you see that I will make $72 and I will lose the whole $10. This is not a good risk management, but if you want to use a good risk management, at least you must risk very low amounts, let's say $5, $3, or $2. Now, how do you want to do that? Then you want to reduce your leverage. Let's say reduce it to 15, or you want to still increase your leverage, or you reduce the capital, right? Reducing the capital to, let's say, 30. Then that way, click on advance. You see that 6, and I will make $41. How cool is that? And what will I do? I will hit on long. Now, the reason why I choose MEXC is this guys gives you the high, yield in P&Ls. That's why I like them. So what I have to do right now, I'll hit on open long. Boom, I've executed the trade. You can see XNS has been executed. And what's happening is on a drawdown. And if I click on this right now, I'm on a drawdown, right? And this is where you tend to, once you're on profit, you can click on download and share to your friends. Hey, Bernard, hey, Emeka, I'm making money, stuff like that, right? So this is how it is. And if you want to close, you just click on close right here and either close 50% if you're on profit or close 100%. This is how easy it is. And once you do this strategy, trust me, you're going to be making money without losing money. And that way, you're going to be increasing your leverage. You're going to be increasing your trading volume right here for you to be able to claim the 10,000 USDT from MEXC, which is this you're seeing. So you can see traded. Mine is showing right here 3,000 USDT over 10,000 and $14 right here. And by the time I were able to trade and accumulate before 10,000 USDT, definitely with my 10 USDT, I can make over 500 USDT or more. Crazy, right? So this make a lot of money, right? And guys, if you enjoyed this video and you understand everything I showed you, all you want to do is to comment down below. Thank you, Bernard. I understand. And now, for sell position is the same thing. Click on open short and you sell. Right? Is that easy? Guys, if you enjoyed this video, all I want to do is to comment, I enjoyed this video. And that being said, until I see you in my next video, keep winning, stay safe, and peace out.